Hi all, welcome to my channel. I am Mark, this is Mark's Mods, and today guys we are going to be doing our Lancaster bomber build. So we are going to do issue 86 of Build a Lancaster Bomber. Really excited about this one because we've got kind of a mixture of electrics and fuselage to do, and a really nice big piece as well. So fairly looking forward to this one today. Now we do have to remove something that apparently we put on, but I didn't put on, so I left it off, so we don't actually have to do that part at all, but I'll explain that when we get up to the build desk, which we will do now. So with all that said, let's get modelling. Okay, I'm just on the little side camera here because we need to do something here now. Issue 86 is the port fuselage frame, which we have, and it's a nice big piece, but I'll show that in a bit when we get to work on it. Now the first thing it's asking us to do in the instructions is to remove the turtle deck from the fuselage, which would have been here. Now I didn't put mine on, so luckily for me I don't have to do that. But then what I do need to do is I need to take out 4 AM screws. Sometimes it pays. I don't think it asked you to glue it in anyway, so I just followed the instructions. Let's get this final one just here, and just teasing it out. There we go. So that's the 4 AM screws out. Then what it's asking us to do, it wants us to get the LED that is labelled with an L, which I've got here. And what we need to do is we need to sort of bend the LED over, a bit like what we do with the Enterprise D, and we're inserting it into the top just here. I might just get a tool, just see if I can push that down into there. Then it wants us to trace this wire down and then pop it through a hole just at the bottom. I'm going to probably use tweezers for this. Now I'm just seeing where it goes in. So I need to pull the frame back a bit and try and get this in. I think it's going to be easier to get this wire in first, this JST connector in first, than it is to actually put the LED in first. Right, so get it through the frame and in the hole. Wow, this is not easy. Not easy at all. Right. Right, so it's through the frame, through the hole, coming down. Fantastic. Plug the LED back in. Brilliant. And have that running down. Perfect. I'd be tempted to maybe put a dab of glue on the top there. So, right, we need to now replace the AM screws that we took out. Well, not replace, but put them back in. I thought with this side camera, it'll give you the best sort of angle to do this in, and it's kind of worked out actually. Now, it does say to put the turtle deck back on, but my LED's just come off. I'm going to leave mine off until it comes to it. It's just easier that way. Right, so the last AM screw to go back in. Okay, so that's now back in, and I just need to put this back on and use elastic bands to secure it to this stand, just like that. Okay, so that's all been done now. Right, so the next thing we're going to be working on is the fuselage. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to just pause the camera, get all this sorted, and I'll be right back. So back in a sec.
A few moments later.
Okay guys, so we're on the top camera here. So here is our port fuselage, and what we've got to do is we've got to put some details on this. So first of all, we have these. These are the handrails, and they're basically going to go on various points on here. So the first long one is going to go into the points just on here. Now I'm going to test fit this. Right, that's definitely going to need some glue. So I have glue already out. So as you know, I don't use a lot of glue in my builds, just enough to hold it in place. Okay, so that's the first handrail in. The next one is more or less just going to go here. Okay. Bob this in place. That probably fitted a lot better than that one. Okay, and then we've just got one tiny one which is just going to go at the top. A bit of glue into all them bits. Okay, so with them in place, just move this to one side because we need these two pieces. These are the flare chutes. So just going to test to see how well they stick together, but they do pretty good. Bringing the fuselage back across, this is going to be going into the two pegs that are just here, more or less. Wow, and that is definitely a push fit. So that's in there like so. Next piece we need is this part here. This is going to be going in to the two holes just here. Now I want a flat side towards this way. Again, I can get away with that with no glue at all. Okay, the next thing we need is this tiny detail here, and that's just going to go into the slot just here. Okay, again, no glue required on that piece. Okay, so next what we need this piece here, and these are flame throats, and they're just going to be going in. It's a half moon shape, just like that. Again, I don't think I need any glue on this. They are fitting lovely in. Okay, so they're nice and tight in there. This is then going to go into this tab here. So we'll check the fit. I definitely think that needs a bit of glue because it's wobbling around a bit. Okay, so they are in. One's just sort of wanting to come out. So I might dip it in some glue. Let's just see. Very loose. It is a bit loose. I think it should be fine now. Okay. Next, what we need to do is we've got this tiny detail here, and that's just going to go into the end here. Now we've got a large peg and a small peg, so really can't, you know, it definitely knows the way around. Remember when we started this building, they did a lot of the small peg, large peg stuff. And get some better grip tweezers. Come on. Get on there. No, this definitely doesn't want to go where it wants to. I think putting this detail in would have been easier before we put the handrails in. But, oh well. Okay, so that's now in, so. Right, we're not finished yet, so we need to flip this over next. Because that one that I thought was going to fall out actually did fall out. So not a problem, we will glue it in. I've just got to make sure that, because it's a half moon shape, I've got to make sure I get it in the right way. Come on. Oh, come on. It's really difficult to see as well. Now it's sticking to me. Right, that's back in. Fantastic. Okay, so back to the build. So now we need this LED next. This is marked with a M. And again, we need to bend the end. Now this is going to be going in right at the back here. Like I said, they are very loose. So what I did do on the previous LED, and I'm going to do the same with this one, is I'm just going to pop a tiny bit of UV resin. And that's going to hold that in place. Okay, so that holds that in place. Then we just need to trace the wire all the way down. like so. Okay, then I'm going to get some more resin. So I just wanted to stick this in place. Okay, so as you can see, that's now in place perfectly. Right, so we've got another one to do. This is labelled R, and it's going to be going into this section here. So again, in the wires, pop it into place, bit of resin, only a tiny bit, I don't use a lot. And that's in place. Then this wire comes all the way down and out. Might just put a little bit tad of UV resin in there. Just to hold the wire in place. And there we go. That is all there is to do in today's issue. So we've done quite a mixed bag of things, details, work on the fuselage. But yeah, looking really, really nice. Might have to just have the UV torch on. That one just a little bit longer. But yeah, looking fantastic. I'm really impressed. Nice to be working on a big chunky piece. So that is issue 86 complete. Well guys, that is it for issue 86 of the Lancaster, and that was a dream to do. Really nice. Working on what we worked on ages ago, then working on the fuselage section. That was really, really nice to do. If you don't have UV resin, you probably could use super glue to keep those LEDs in, because I do think they are going to come loose and be a bit of a problem. And I do know in the next few issues, because I've got my next pack, that we are going to be using the circuit board. So yeah, things are moving on. At least we're getting the circuit board a little bit earlier than when we got the circuit board in the Spitfire, because we all know that that went down not very good. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to test this build very, very soon, but we'll just have to wait and see. Anyway guys, if you like this video, please could you give it a massive thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified of any future videos. But as for always, stay safe and bye for now.